Hello and welcome to Turning Tide Pilates arms and legs session. Sue's going to demonstrate the exercises today and I'm Andrea and I'll be explaining them. Right, so Sue's going to get into position. She's going to be in the low lunge 90-90 position. Her front foot is securing the band. So taking a breath in to prepare and then exhaling, she's going to pull back with straight arms, reaching the hands to the floor as she pulls back. Breathing out to pull back and breathing in to come forwards. So you're going to try and relax your shoulders. Keep your collarbones nice and wide with this one. And keeping your spine nice and tall. Excellent. And then we're going to swap sides. So that was our straight arm pull back, and now we're going to do a bit more of a row. So come back into the same position, front foot is securing the band. This time when we pull back, we're going to bend the elbows. And we're keeping the arms nice and close to the body. So don't let those elbows go out too wide. So you're breathing out as you pull, maybe giving a little squeeze of the shoulder blades as you pull back. Breathing in as the arms come forward. Nice tall trunk, reaching out through the crown of the head as you're standing there, kneeling there. Excellent. Then we're going to come back to the first foot securing the band. This will be a single arm movement now. So it's going to be triceps. So you're going to lean forward slightly, still keep a nice long back. Keep the arm close next to the body and just straightening at the elbow and then bending at the elbow. So inhaling as you bend, exhaling as you straighten the arm. So you're contracting the muscles at the back of the arm, the triceps. Excellent. And then you swap sides to do the other arm. So you'll see the arm closest to the camera now here, you'll see is just resting and the other arm is the one working. So you'll just be doing this exercise as a single arm movement. Exhaling as you straighten the arm, inhaling as you bend. Nice. So that's our arm exercises. You of course could do a few more repetitions at home. We're going to come down now to the floor and we'll do our leg exercises. So we're going to start with some leg circles. So lying on your back, place your foot, open the band up, make it nice and comfortable, and place the ball of your foot in the band. Hold each length of the band and bring your elbows to the floor. Great. Leg circle, so you're going to take a breath in, slowly lower that straight leg down, about mid-calf, and then exhale as you take it out to the side and circle it back up to the top. So lower down the midline and then out to the side and circle it around back to the top. Nice. So just check in on your shoulders here, make sure they're relaxed down away from your ears. And you're just rotating your thigh bone around your hip joint now. Make sure the opposite hip is nice and steady. And of course we need to go the other way as well. So we go out to the side, around, and pull up the center. So reverse direction. Elbows stay anchored to the floor as well when we're doing our leg circles. And foot is nice and flexed in the band. Nice. And then we change sides. Set up, same position. Go down the center, out to the side, and circle the leg back up to the top. Inhale down, exhale to finish your movement. Again, check in with your shoulders and your neck, make sure they're nice and relaxed. Make sure the foot that's resting on the floor, that stabilizing side, you've got nice even pressure through your foot on the floor, knee and ankle are aligned, and change direction with the leg circle. Out to the side, Lower around. And back up to the top. Excellent. Nice. And then we're going to come back to the first leg because we're going to go on to some leg stretches. So we'll start with the hamstring stretch. So we're just keeping the elbows on the ground again and reaching the foot towards the ceiling. Make sure that your back of your pelvis is nice and heavy, resting on the mat, stretching the back of the leg. Nice even breathing now. Just take a few nice big deep breaths while you're stretching. Excellent. And then we're going to go across the body. Good. You could also straighten the opposite leg out here if it's okay for your lower back. If you need a little bit more support for your lower back, then you might want to keep that leg bent up. So we're going across the body now to stretch the outer hip or the outer thigh. And again, we're still trying to keep the elbows on the ground. Breathing nice and evenly. And then bringing the leg back to center and taking it out to the side, away from your center. So the opposite leg now, you could, to bend it up, and you could turn it out to try and keep those hips nice and level across the front of your body while you're stretching the leg out to the side. Keep pushing your foot into the band as you stretch out. Beautiful. And then come back to center. And then, of course, change legs. Come back to that hamstring stretch first. So we're reaching the legs straight up. Pressing the foot into the band as we make sure the back of the pelvis is resting nice and heavy on the mat. Getting the stretch in the back of the leg. If you're feeling it a little bit too strongly in the back of the knee, you might just want to slightly bend your knee in that one. So you can get more into the belly of the muscle of the hamstring. Then you're going across your body. Excellent. Sue's showing us now there. You're going across the body. So we're getting the outer thigh, outer hip stretch. Sometimes that's a little uncomfortable if you're a little bit tight in that area, that IT band area. And of course, yes, you can stretch your opposite leg out for this one. Breathing nice and evenly. Don't hold your breath in those stretches. And then we're going out to the side, away from the center line to stretch the inner thigh muscles. And as you can see here, Sue's demonstrating how to keep those hips nice and level across the front of your body. So she's got the opposite leg bent up and turned out as well. And bring it all back to center. Excellent. So that's your leg stretches. Then we're going to put the band aside and we're going to turn over onto our front and just do a little back extension exercise here. So if you bring your arms down beside you, that's it. You're just lying on your front, your hip bones and your pubic bone are pressing into the mat. You're trying to pull your belly button away from the mat. So we're trying to lift the abdominals away from the mat here on our fronts. We take an inhale and we're going to extend up the upper body, excellent, away from the mat, and exhale as we lower down. Inhaling as we lift, extending the upper back away from the floor. The arms can float off the mat, that's fine. And exhale as we lower down. Inhale to lift. Keep the head a nice extension of the spine, so don't let that chin lift. And exhale as we lower down. Inhale to lift. And exhale as we lower down. And when we're lowering down, still extend out through the crown of the head. So extending on the way down as well. Lengthening on the way down. Excellent. And then push back into child's pose position and give yourself a nice stretch. Hope you enjoyed that. And of course, we only did a few repetitions of each exercise, but you could do a few more, 10 to 12, and make it into a good little workout.